had it is obviously the cowhide unit, but it is great. Absolutely love it. So, lesson one, a good holster that's comfortable for you. That is something that you definitely need to know and need to invest in. There are always going to be, I can't say always, most of the time you're going to have several holsters until you find the one that is absolutely perfect for you. Everybody's different. The way their bodies are shaped, the gun that they carry, the way they want to carry it, what they do on a daily basis, everything will change the way that you carry. For me and the job that I do, the life that I live, this fits beautifully for me almost 100% of the time. And I love it. Great quality. And they stand behind their work, so keep that holster. I love it. So the first thing we wanted to do, lesson one, was finding a holster. So we did. We finally, after several months of this and that and trying here and trying that, we came up with a holster that was great. It was very comfortable, but I knew that there had to be more. I knew that there had to be something better. The belt that I was using at the time was a, guessed it, you guessed it, Walmart special. Just a plain old black leather belt, pretty droopy, pretty saggy, which I soon realized after learning a lot, talking to a lot of people, that the belt is huge when it comes to comfort. So this is the belt that I used, and so I said, okay, well, I'll find a new belt. I went to a local store. It was a Western store, and this is a much sturdier leather belt. As you can tell, compared to this soggy thing, it is definitely more rigid. Though it is definitely not a true gun belt that'll stand up fully, this belt did help, and that turned that light on. That said, hey, okay, this belt is not beautiful, I mean, as far as gun belt wise, but it definitely helps. So let's find a better belt. So that's what I did. I went and I bought this one's Uncle Mike's. There's so many of them that are out there, this style belt. Again, I'm not speaking of the brand, but this style belt is amazing. It holds up great. It does have a inner structure. It's very stiff. There are actually units out there that are even stiffer than this one, though this one works amazingly well for me. Very good. The gun does not move. It doesn't flop. This Velcro retention, the way the buckle system is set up, and again, there's a lot of belts that are set up the same way. The benefit to this is that if you're wearing it inside the waistband, this belt will always fit, because the Velcro, the way that it sticks back, it'll always fit. If you change holsters from your inside the waistband holster and you go to an outside the waistband holster, you put this slide back on, this belt will still fit. No extra notches. It's just pull it tight and you're great. So that part of the belt, this style belt is awesome. I love that. Works great. So this is what I wear. This is what I wear most of the time, the majority of the time, unless I'm going out. If I'm going out, I'll usually wear my nice leather. This is also a Western belt, but once I knew what I was looking for, a nice rigid belt, and again, this is not from a gun store, this is not a gun belt, but it is a nice, very rigid Western style belt that holds up quite well. It's very strong. It is made out of a single piece of leather with a nylon backing, so that gives it that rigidity, but it holds up quite well. Now the gun that I carry, again, is the Glock 23, so it's definitely not a very heavy gun. It's also not a very light gun. I don't know the specs on this gun. When it's fully loaded with 13 rounds in the magazine and 1 in the pipe, I would bet that it tips over, well over the 1 pound mark, if not closer to 2 pound mark. So it's not a light gun, as opposed to the wife's Kel-Tec, that with a fully loaded 10 round magazine, 1 in the pipe, I think this thing still doesn't reach a pound. So that is definitely something you want to think about. So the Glock 23, again, my weapon of choice. beautiful gun, love it. It fits me perfectly. Nice grip, sight picture, recoil, everything about this gun I love. Coupled with a nice, very nice inside the waistband holster, coupled with a belt that is designed to do what we want it to do, turned out to be one heck of a combination for me. This is, again, these three items are all together on me 99% of the time. Love this combination. So that was lesson 2. Need a belt. Need a real belt. Need a belt that's designed to do what you want it to do. So now I have a gun that is perfect for me, fits my hand. I have a holster. I have this. Now we have to discuss concealment. Concealment is something that is all about the way you dress, and you do need to dress around your gun. My typical dress, and I'll see if I can get you in frame here. Try this out. My typical dress is, you know, slacks, cargo pants sometimes, mostly just black slacks or some sort of slack pants, even cargo shorts in the summertime. I wear a sweater today because it's almost snowing outside. Most of the time I'll just wear a t-shirt, over jacket, you know, something light and easy like I have. This is the jacket that I wear primarily. You know, it's fairly light. It's not a long coat, so I don't, you know, it doesn't need to, you know, it doesn't need to be long, especially with an inside the waistband holster. It can stay right where it's at, so it doesn't make it look like I'm wearing a trench coat, and people get suspicious about that. So dress is the next thing. That's I'm going to cut the video here, and we'll move forward to trying these different holsters on, and I'll show you how they work.